Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you could do that, you could do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 196 pounds. Fighting out of Murrieta, California, Magic Man. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place? Good punch lands.
Lunges forward with a left there. Going back to his patented kicks here, but unable to find the target there. How good is that right hand? Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
Big head kick. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee. All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Over and over, he's landing some big body kicks.
And they separate.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
My goodness!
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Trying to do damage now with the kick. That's a miss.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
And he landed the right hand there. Not there. Got the single collar tie.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. What a body kick.
Oh, caught him flush with the head kick there, DC.
Beautiful setup to get his leg up there quickly before his opponent can react.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Nice punch land.
Oh, big left hand there. Lee's punch to the body rejected there by the defense. Nice job by the opponent.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. Oh, big knee there.
That knee hurt him. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Back and forth we go here.
Ooh, head kick lands, hurt.
Able to check that kick as well. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Landed a big kick there.
He went high on that one.
20 seconds left.
He loaded up on that right hand, too.
Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches. It's a beautiful, fast, quick jab with meaning.
Round two next. All right, that horn signifies the end of the round. Let's take us through some replays, champ.
And the replays are going to be kicks. That's the story of this fight to this point. He is landing these kicks at will, just driving his shin into his opponent's legs, and it's really starting to slow him down.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick, and watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab, he may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
knee to the body for him there. Very nice. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades.
Oh, nice. Big head kick lands.
Oh, and he lands another strike to the body. Not a ton of real estate there, but he certainly found it.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch landed.
Try to establish that jab.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 2. Lee's head kick looked like that one was blocked. Oh, and he caught the kick. And they separate. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. And he lands the knee to the body now.
Beautiful kick.
Nice 1-2 combination there.
His opponent's got him in the clinch. He needs to break away and get back to his range because he's taking punch after punch from his clinch position. Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see his opponent starting to slow down. He cannot take many of those kicks. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, straight right. The right hand just misses.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
So a combination of kicks from him, and most of those found the target, DC. The kickboxing is on point tonight.
He's so sharp, and he feels so good that he's throwing multiple kicks in a row. Straight punch lands.
Lee's got a big bruise starting to form on the right side of his body. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up. It's such a fast leg kick.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. Oh, wicked nice leg kick there, DC.
Can't take too many of those.
Unable to connect there. Right on the button.
Big head kick lands.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Big hook. What a fight so far. While we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC, a lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
See, come on, let's get your act together now. I know you're better than this, okay? We're not gonna let them...
All right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good, not good.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Head kick.
Just misses with that one.
It's broken, I think. Big kick lands. Big head kick lands.
Oh, massive kick. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, straight there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Just unable to quite find that range. Oh!
Beautiful leg kick thrown.
Oh, collar tie.
Nice leg kick.
Back and forth we go. Just misses with the straight right.
Punch over the top.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Checks the leg kick. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. Side control now. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Back to the feet now. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Oh, head kick attempt. Head movement prevented from landing.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Winded up on the right there to no avail. Right there, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
And now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch, and I think a lot of people watching wonder how you...
Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Gets up again here, but hurting. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down.
Back to the feet. Nice defense there. Huge block. 20 seconds left. Straight right hand, no good. Muay Thai plump. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
Take a deep breath and relax. Let's clear the cobwebs. You got rocked that last round, but you're fine. This round, let's get on your bicycle. Use the...
All right, so a huge round for him there. That head kick probably would have had me out for good. The guy survives to see another round.
Yeah, but he'll go back to that. It landed so perfectly. He set it up great. He did a great job of mixing up the target early, going up high and getting the desired result.
All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have two legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round.
Nice loop and punch.
Able to land the left hand there. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body kick. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Lee. Tags him with a flush left. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, he's postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
know when to fold him. Yep, absolutely.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pounds?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. I mean, how many can he take? Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top. Very tricky when he throws that body.
Back and forth we go. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out.
That was snuck in. Nice strike.
Left punch is clean, followed by a right. Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the first step in getting him to slow down and fight at your pace. He can't take any of those kicks.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block.
Nice punch there.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
Beautiful body.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Left-right combo is good.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet. What does he do now that he has this current position?
Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there. Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
Big power shot there. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Losing this fight, but we have 1 round to turn it around. I need you to push the pace on this guy.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, 5th and final round. Visibly limping here. Lee gets hit by that leg kick. He's been working hard defensively. Good block there. Right hand on point. Telegraph that spinning back fist. And there, his opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. What a punch.
All right, he closes the... That is how you scramble, folks. Misses with the jab. Now a knee to the body.
Game of inches right now.
Another knockdown! Knee to the body.
Oh, nice right hand. Nice head kick.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
I mean, look.
Holy smokes!
He's done, he's done.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 59 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Magic Man.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that.